All right, everybody. Hope you are having a good evening. Let me know if you see us. This is a live edition, not planned. We got some breaking news. Let me know if you see us live before you get too far down the line here, and give me a 5x5 if audio and video are good to go. Donald Trump, the President of the United States, has just signed an executive order protecting the Second Amendment rights of American citizens. What does that mean? Especially after I just dropped the video of Pam Bondi and what she just did to shake up the ATF. You're going to want to watch that video as well. But here we go. Here's an actual executive order signed by Donald Trump moments ago. Let's see. Here we go. Here's the executive order. It is on the screen. I will make myself even smaller and make this even bigger. All right, just signed, literally just signed, and we'll read it together. Protecting Second Amendment rights. By the authority vested in me as president by the Constitution and the laws of the United States of America, it is hereby ordered. Section 1, purpose. The Second Amendment is an indispensable safeguard of security and liberty. It has preserved the right of the American people to protect ourselves, our families, and our freedom since the founding of our great nation. Because it is foundational to maintaining all other rights held by Americans, the right to keep and bear arms must not be infringed. Section 2 is the plan. Oh, come on, don't do it. I hate it when it does this. Section 2 is the plan of action. It says within 30 days of within 30 days of the date of this order, the Attorney General, Pam Bondi, shall examine all orders, regulations, guidance, plans, international agreements, and other actions of executive departments and agencies to assess any ongoing, and give me the next part here, any ongoing infringements, if I can get this damn thing to work with me. Come on. There we go. Okay. Of the Second Amendment rights of our Constitution, and present a proposed plan of action to the President through the Domestic Policy Advisor to protect the Second Amendment rights of all Americans. B, in developing such proposed plan of action, the Attorney General shall review at a minimum all presidential agencies' actions from January 21 through January 25. That's the whole Biden administration. Let me take me out of here so you can see the whole thing. That purport to promote safety, but have impinged on the Second Amendment rights of law-abiding citizens. That would be every ATF rule, y'all. Every one of them. Let's see. Number small two I's. Rules promulgated by the Department of Justice, including the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives from January 21 through January 25, pertaining to firearms and or federal firearms licensees. Looks like that's the zero tolerance as well. 3, agencies, plans, orders, and actions regarding the so-called enhanced regulatory enforcement policy pertaining to firearms and or federal firearms licensees. 4, reports and related documents issued by the White House Office of Gun Violence Prevention. That was Kamala Harris's little office. 5, the positions taken by the United States in any and all ongoing and potential litigation that affects or could affect the ability of Americans to exercise their Second Amendment rights. That is freaking huge. If you follow this channel, you know how many actions there are how much litigation is out there by the ATF or suing the ATF, or where ATF is suing Americans or prosecuting Americans. That's friggin' huge. We'll see if they follow through, but that is ginormous. I'll read that again. 5, the positions taken by the United States in any and all ongoing and potential litigation that affects or could affect the ability of Americans to exercise their Second Amendment rights. 6, agencies, classifications of firearms and ammunition. And 7, the processing of applications to make, manufacture, transfer, or export firearms. Implementation. Section 3. Upon submission of the proposed plan of action described in Section 2 of this order, the Attorney General, Pam Bondi, shall work with the Domestic Policy Advisor to finalize the plan of action and establish a process for implementation. General provisions, section 4. Nothing in this order shall be construed to impair or otherwise affect 1. The authority granted by law to an executive department, agency, or the head thereof, or 2. The functions of the director of the Office of Management and Budget relating to budgetary, administrative, or legislative proposals. B. This order shall be implemented consistent with the applicable law and subject to the availability of appropriations. C. This order is not intended to and does not create any right or benefit, substantive or procedural, enforceable at law or in equity by any part against the United States, its departments, its agencies or entities, its officers, employees, or agents, or any other person. And this is the executive order that was just signed by President Donald J. Trump. That, my friends, is big, specifically number 5, that says any litigation, any ongoing litigation in which the ATF is going against the citizens' right to keep and bear arms, they're going to look at that and try to fix that. There's so much stuff right now that could be reversed just right there alone, because what's being challenged in the courts right now: bump stock ban, frames and receivers, the zero tolerance, forced reset triggers, all the things. We all know them. We all been dealing with them for far too long. And if this is more than just paper and ink, then this could be a good thing. If it's just hey, look what I did, then we're where we're at right now anyway. But I hope that we have some things happen from this. What could happen that would change things drastically and dramatically? Well, Pam Bondi, who is the head of the Department of Justice, could file opinions in the court saying, you know what, Your Honor, we no longer support the what's being claimed in this lawsuit. We no longer want to continue this lawsuit. Policy change, blah, 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 blah. We want to drop this case. We want to get it dismissed. So this could have a huge effect on all of the lawsuits the federal government and the ATF are undergoing or lodging against American citizens or being sued by American citizens and groups like GOA, SAF, FPC, NAGR, all the groups that have lawsuits against the clowns of the ATF. So I wanted to get you this information as it just happened, and I literally just dropped a video about Pam Bondi and how she shook up the ATF. You're going to want to watch that if you haven't already. And do me a solid, double check your subscriptions. YouTube's playing that funky music game that they always play where some channels are cool and some aren't. And if you're a Second Amendment channel, you're not cool. So double check your sub, guys. And also, I'm going to continue something I said in a previous video. The Trump administration, they definitely follow the socials. They definitely want to look good, if you know what I mean. So take a minute and make a post that Donald Trump, and tag them at Real Donald Trump, at JD Vance, at the White House, at ATF HQ, at AG Pam Bondi, that they should name our friend Brandon Herrera as the director of the ATF. We need to put a lot of pressure on them right now. That decision is about to be made. That's what I'll say. And I'm hoping that you all will put some pressure on them with us. We should all be doing it multiple times. Real quick, because I didn't get to see these. Wolfsfane, thank you very much for your support, my friend. I appreciate you. I missed a few super chats. I want to get them in because I don't want you to think I ignored them. New York Patriot, don't hold your breath. Yeah, always. Never hold your breath anytime you're dealing with the federal government. Brandon S., I was watching your last video when I got the alert for this one. I appreciate all your hard work. Thank you very much, and thanks for watching the video about Pam Bondi. Sam, thank you for keeping us informed. Keep it up. Thank you, Sam. I totally planned on it. So let's put some pressure on them to do the right thing. They're currently, for some reason, they're stuck between, do we want a firearms industry insider, a la Brandon Herrera, or do we want, and this is the way they're terming it, an experienced law enforcement official, because they think it will bring I don't know, prestige or integrity to the pick to the ATF. That's the last thing we want. The ATF is not a federal police agency. They're a tax collecting group, and they need to lose all of the law enforcement ability that they've been given. The last thing we need is another Waco or anything else like that. Gals and Guns, thank you very much. Good to see you. Trump backing the Second Amendment as he said he would so far. Thank you, Jared. Herrera for ATF director. I agree with you. Thank you so much for your support. That's humbling, very humbling, Devin. It's good to see you. He said he was going to do a lot of things. Let's hold him to it. We're all still waiting for the concealed carry reciprocity bill to move. It's still in committee. They've been so focused on getting his cabinet picks going. It is what it is. Because without the cabinet picks, you really don't have a team that can move stuff forward. Walt M., time to pardon Matt Hoover and Justin Irvin. That should be on the list. That lawsuit, I believe his appeal's still going. That could be a very easy win if Pam Bondi just said, you know what, we're not prosecuting people for a metal business card with a drawing on it. Jordan 3D, let's go, Brandon. The real Brandon, the good one. I'm serious this time. Good. Keep up the good work, brother. Thank you, King762. I appreciate you. All right, guys, I just wanted to get you this info. This would be the third video I've done today. So if you haven't seen 3 videos, check them out. Some good information is coming our way, and hopefully what Donald Trump just signed gives us some more info. So this morning's video was about suppressors, how the Fifth Circuit U.S. Court of Appeals said that the Second Amendment does not protect suppressors. You're going to want to watch that video. And then Pam Bondi shakes up the ATF. That's the one I just released. You're going to want to watch that one. And of course, here we are. Donald Trump signing an executive order to protect the Second Amendment. Neshoba, thank you. And Drib2 or Dr. 3BB2. The day after you made your ATF director video, we got about 9,700 posts about Brandon as ATF director. We need to keep the pressure. Yeah, we do need definitely need to keep it up. The pressure is what is needed. And tag Don Jr. as well. So get those going, y'all. I appreciate you. As always, be safe, stay vigilant, carry a gun to keep you, your friends, your family, your community safe. Double check your subscription to the channel. Hit the bell notification. Share this so more people see it. And appreciate y'all. Hope you have a great weekend. Take care, y'all.